Hey everyone, hi, I am Leslie Chapman and I want to welcome you back to the Your Harris County live show. I serve the amazing people of Cypress and Northwest Houston, and today we are talking about probate. I have a client who is in the process of purchasing a property. The seller, of course, is willing to sell. However, the title search has uncovered some probate issues in the chain of ownership prior to the seller obtaining the property. So today, I'd like to explore probate. Now, keep in mind, I am not an attorney to get information regarding your specific issues or more details, accurate information on probate. Please consult a probate attorney. So what is probate? Hi, Anna. Probate is a legal process that takes place after a person's death. When a loved one dies, leaving property, debts, and a mortgage, and if he or she did not have a living trust, probate is required to sort everything out. Probate is the process of paying off the deceased person's final expenses and bills and transferring their property into the names of beneficiaries. And probate can occur whether the decedent left a will or not. So either way, it's just that the fact that a person died, that starts the probate process. Now let's talk about probate, because probate can be costly. Probate is not only expensive, but it can also be time consuming because you're at the behest of the court's schedule, and sometimes that can result in delays. However, there are ways real estate can be transferred without the hassle of probate. If this subject is of interest to you, please research each of these areas that I'm going to mention next. Number one, revocable living trust. With a revocable living trust, you create a new legal entity to own your assets. So the person who, if I'm setting this up for my kids, me and my husband would set up a new legal entity that would own our assets. Then those assets, you transfer your real estate to the revocable living trust. So you pull it out of your name and you put it into the revocable living trust. This way, your successor trustee can sign to transfer the home when either you can't because you're incapacitated or because of death. So then your successor trustee would be able to transfer the property into their name. Number two, transfer on death deed. Now, Texas law created this. So if you're not in Texas, you got to check, of course, for anything, you got to check the area, your law for the area that you live in. But Texas law has created a transfer on death deed, which is a way to convert your real estate into a beneficiary designated asset. This is similar to how life insurance and your retirement accounts operate. While you're living, you will need to execute and record the transfer on death deed in the real property records. After passing, your heirs will only need to file an affidavit in the real property attesting to your death. Once they do that, the real estate can pass on to them. The third way, ladybird deed. It's similar to a transfer on death deed, and the ladybird deed provides a way to state who you want to receive your real estate upon your death. With a ladybird deed, the current owner retains what is called an enhanced life estate, which enables the person executing the deed to exercise certain rights of control, including the right to sell the property. And then lastly, the fourth way is heirship affidavit. With an affidavit of heirship, an affidavit of heirship is a legal instrument that cannot be used until after death. When someone dies without a will, but with real property titled in their name, the heirs of the owner and two independent witnesses can execute an affidavit to transfer the property. The affidavit is then filed within the county's real property records where the home is located, and then title is transferred without the need for probate. So those are four ways that you can transfer property without without dealing with the probate hassle. And I obtained most of this information from Slow Lock Legal. I hope you found this information beneficial to you. You see, death is a subject many don't like to discuss, but it's inevitable, right? So we're all going to pass one day. So what can be done to minimize surprise when that time comes? And part of the purpose of this video is to encourage us all, including myself, to manage the affairs of our estates. This way, when that time does come, the transition will be smooth for our family members who remain. So you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Your Harris County. If you have any questions, please leave questions or comments. I always go back and check after the live stream ends. If you're just joining, you really want to check out this video. It has to do with managing estates, managing our estates, dealing with probate or avoiding probate if you want to transfer property on to heirs once you pass on. So this concludes our Your Harris County live show for today. I'm Leslie Chapman, and I hope you all have a fantastic week. Take care.